not even backing down. It's just you're unable to say, oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that. And you get caught up in your own words and slipped up saying one thing and maybe you meant something else or maybe you didn't, whatever the case, then yeah, X will punish you for it. That's for sure. So what do you think after watching that video?
I think that this speaks to one of the biggest issues with Candace's rhetoric, in my opinion. A very great mentor of mine gave me this phrase about a year ago. He said, be easily influenced, hard to persuade. And what he meant by that is to consider all variables, to think critically about things, but be very careful to draw conclusions and definitive conclusions until you've evaluated everything. And I think what we're seeing from Candace is that she's been very easily influenced and very easily persuaded. But then as she comes across more evidence, if you will, she's then changing her conclusion, and that's just doing so much damage. I mean, right here, I went back through and kind of tracked through the different conclusions she's drawn. If you don't mind, I'd love to share with your audience.
Go for it.
Okay. September 23rd, Candace made the claim that he had been shot from below. And this was 2025. And she made this claim because she said that maybe he looked down, the angle of the shot, and that there was no exit wound. Note that, no exit wound. But then, September 26, 2025, she claims that he was shot from behind. Now, one of her main thought processes in this conclusion was that what we saw from the front was the exit wound. Now, I'm no genius, but for there to be an exit wound, there has to be an entrance wound. But on September 23rd, she said that there was only one entrance, one point, if you will, but now all of a sudden there's an exit, so there must be an entrance somewhere. Then, October 1st, 2025, she says this, and I quote, I 100% guarantee he was shot from the front. Now, note what she says next, and I think this is very important. She says that she knows this is the case because a fragment from the bullet was recovered in his neck. But let's fast forward to January 17th, 2026, where she said that there is more evidence of the rigged mic theory. Okay, so now we have this theory of a rigged mic. But didn't you just say on October 1st, 2025, that there's a piece of the bullet recovered in his neck? So that doesn't make sense. But then in that same video on January 17th, she went on to say that she had never dismissed the theories about the rigged mic. But if we go back to September 30th, 2025, she had denied the theories of a rigged mic, saying that from a side angle, you could see it was still intact and see it was still there and all these different pieces. And as I look at the sequence of events, it kind of scares me in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
I do.
It's like so we don't have a clear argument, but what we do have is, as we showed earlier, her coming out saying that she just wants to make Erica suffer, and she doesn't wish death on her. She wants her to live out this life, but she can't even present a clear argument. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, and I think